Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's alright. These energies are so fucking intense, aren't they? I don't know how everyone else is coping. But I've been in some heavies, but not in, you know, in bad depths, in good depths, deep depths, I guess, you know, with the astrology and just trying to comprehend everything. So I'm just going to have a little ramble here, and if anybody knows, they might be able to help me out a little bit. So I'm asking for help at some point. I'm sure, anyway, whatever. So I'll just try and round it up as quickly as I can. So March 2018, I had this mystical experience, this spontaneous awakening. I was staring at the sky and the sun and the moon and the stars all the time, and I couldn't understand what was being told to me. You know, the heliocentric model, the sun being 93 million miles away, us being on a spinning ball, all that jazz. None of it was making sense to me. I didn't even know that flat earth was a concept. I was just understanding that we were stationary. It was the biggest thing. I'm not interested in ice walls and any of that shit. I don't know, and I can't pretend to know. But stationary. So I'd been nudged into astrology quite early on after this awakening and finding out all about myself and, you know, astrology, like, but always being tropical astrology, Western astrology. Anyway, and then obviously getting to the point with the tropical where I felt I understood it enough that I could start painting other people's, and I even started, you know, thinking about interpreting other people's charts myself. I felt like I was getting to that point now where I could get a good feel of someone just by painting the picture, you know, the chart, the natal chart. And and now, 3 weeks later, I feel like my whole arse has been blown open because it had not comprehended when I'd heard other people mention things in the past, like Levert, about how you've been double-crossed and how most people's whole charts are off by 23 degrees, you know. Yeah, I'd been listening to Levert for different reasons and never quite going, right, okay, get Stellarium, have a look myself, because I was so in my own shit, you know, and I thought, well, whatever, you know. And still, I do now think that no one person's perspective on anything is right. Probably there is a middle path of everything, including astrology, which I guess is what Levert sort of talks about. You know, it's not the solar nor the lunar astrology, it's the alchemy in the middle path. So it's what I'm trying to learn is everything, but I need to know that what I'm looking at and thinking about is not bullshit, you know. So it's like 3 weeks ago I could no longer resonate with tropical astrology, and I felt really gutted because I felt like I'd kidded myself, I'd kidded the people that I'd done the paintings for, because if you look on Stellarium at where the sun and the moon and the planets were on your birthday, most people are going to find out that you're not the sign you thought you were. Like, my two kids and Mark, the kid's dad, are Leos in the tropical astrology. But in the Vedic, only one of them is still a Leo. The others have switched to Cancer. Whereas I was always a Capricorn in the tropical. And, you know, I felt like quite good about that. But in the Vedic, I'm all Sagittarius. I'm all fire. And that resonates. I've always felt such fire in me, especially as a kid. You know, I'm watering the fires down as I'm getting older, but reactivity and fire within me, just huge amounts. And then, you know, after months and weeks of continued internal and external study about my own tropical natal chart, just to come to find out, you know, that it's all shifted so drastically. So then I'm on the Stellarium app and I'm like, right, cool, I can see now that this is making sense, and I get it. It's based on the Vedas, you know, geocentrism, the Kabbalah, the Tree of Life. It's all interconnected, you know. It's definitely not spinning ball cosmology. So then I'm getting my head around it all. But now I asked somebody the other day on this channel Wakey Wakey channel it was called. I'd never seen him before. His name's Mark something, and he answered my question, but it was very short, and he just said tropical is king, but he's got lists of videos about Vedic cosmology. So my question to him was like, you know, I understand that tropical astrology is pinned on the seasons, Aries being spring, Capricorn being winter. But if you're a flat earther, for want of a better word, or a, you know, geocentric cosmological perceiver, then is tropical still perceivable? Is it still right? How can we view that? And I've been trying to, for a few days now, I'm just like, "Whoa." I'm grateful for the time, by the way, as well. Whoosh. And I found a chart that shows the tropical and the Vedic overlapped, and now I can kind of perceive how it is that both are right, even though they're in different signs. But I'm wondering if anybody can help me. I know Philip Daniel Miles will probably know, and I feel like this is probably something that everyone goes through who's interested in astrology anyway. It's this sort of shit, Vedic versus Western, you know, big sort of quandary. Because basically, my mind's going overdrive, especially with the creative thoughts and the paintings and where I want my paintings to go. And yeah, but my problem is, then last night and the night before, I've got Stellarium out on my phone and I've got it hooked up to the GPS thing. So I'm moving around. And ordinarily, I'd see something that matches, you know, what looks down there. The last 2 nights, the moon's been in the opposite fucking part of the sky that's predicted on this thing. So I'm sick of computer programs. They don't work. They don't work for fucking coronavirus, and it seems like they don't work for the sky as well. So, you know, I just got to the point a couple of days ago. I'm like, what is real? What is real? Who knows? Like, so yes. So I've been doing all sorts of things. I've been writing in symbols. I've been, my head's in the cloud. I'm excited. I'm grateful for this. But my question is, for anybody who's been through all this Western Vedic, sidereal astrology quandary, the differences between the two. I've looked at a few videos, but they're pretty basic, you know, and it seems that some people, once they go Vedic, they never go back, and some other people swear by tropical. So I need to know these nuances, you know, and as yet, I've not found him, and I'm quite impatient. But I've been doing my own Saturn return progressed charts, you know, having a look on Stellarium anyway, and trying to put all my planets on these right pillars and all this jazz, and I'm having a lot of fun, but I really need to believe in what I am doing, you know. So I need to know if there is a right one, you know. I can't be a Capricorn and a Sagittarius. When I look where the sun is in the constellation of Sagittarius, but it's almost in the house of Capricorn, in the tropical, which, you know, it's like, because the actual constellation is one over from the house system. Equal houses must be something to do with it. Does anybody know? And yeah, continued fucking tyranny, madness, plans to control and subjugate going on in the real world. So yeah, all doom and gloomy, innit? Mars is in retrograde, Mercury's in retrograde this morning. I think that's why I'm so fucked off with shit as well. It's just like, computer programs don't work. Humans are best at figuring things out, not computers. We've gone enough. We're far enough on the fucking trajectory of a hellish AI land, and we need to stop where we are and do some fucking reversals. So, hey dear, keep your shit together. Speaking to myself here. Keep your shit together, Mars, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm feeling quite good, but it's very heavy what's going on. There's multiple layers of things that I'm comprehending, different timelines that I feel like I'm perceiving and trying to steer thoughts and energy towards. I'm always aware of my own distractions, which have been huge this last week as well. This COVID bullshit keeps dragging me in, and so, you know, I'll learn my lesson at some point. But yeah, anyway, bored myself. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's alright. Stay strong, try and laugh, and turn the fucking shit off that's upsetting. Oh, thanks for being here. Have a good day. Bye.